gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to the channel. I hope you're doing good, and it is always a pleasure to stop by and we share a few things on this platform regarding the continent of Africa. And if this is your first time stopping by, they call me Mr. J, and we are proudly Motherlandian on this platform. We do talk about a whole lot of issues, especially those relating to the continent of Africa: music, entertainment, politics, social issues. And on this vlog, I want us to talk about the Burkina Faso leader, Capt. Ibrahim Traore. He's accusing his neighbors, Ivory Coast, what we call in French, Côte d'Ivoire, of hosting destabilizers. But before we do get started talking to this, I would like you to think about being part of the family. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and hey, I would like to see you in the comment section. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do know that these two countries, man, Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast, are all former French colonies. And however, since 2022, there's been a difference in philosophies when it comes to leadership. Now, the young leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore, took over power through a coup because he realized that his people were not being put first. Let's look at the other side of Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast has been under the leadership of ex-rebel leader. He goes by the name President Alassane Ouattara. Yes, when you hear about ex-rebel leader, you'll be wondering why are ex-rebel leaders being presidents in Africa? But when you look at the history of French Africa, colonial master France usually sides with those that they can manipulate and those that they can kiss their asses. Excuse my language. Now, relationships between these two Western African neighbors have been very, very rocky from the moment that Captain Ibrahim Traore took over power. And what do I mean by that? It has been rocky. Captain Ibrahim Traore is one of those visionary African leaders who thinks that Africa is supposed to be for Africans, and that presidents and leaders in Africa are supposed to work for the benefit of their citizens and not to work and play puppets to foreign forces. Now, when foreign forces, of course, I'm talking about former colonial master France. Now, the head of Burkina Faso military regime, Ibrahim Traore, accuses Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire of hosting destabilizers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following the news, immediately this young leader came into power, he started cutting all links with former colonial master France because he understood that the problem in Western African countries, or the problem with former French-speaking African countries, is that their leaders are paying more allegiance to France and not to their own people. So this relationship between the two of them has been rocky. By the way, both of these countries were in AES, an organization that is actually played and manipulated by France, and from the moment that he took in, and then he had allies in Mali and the Republic of Niger, these three countries, they unanimously moved out of AES and they created their own confederation, man, the AES. You guys know about that now. These two countries, man, Ivory Coast and Burkina Faso, they have been at loggerheads in terms of vision. Captain Ibrahim Traore has a different vision, and his vision is Pan-Africanist, and the president of Ivory Coast has a totally different vision, which I don't want us to dive into the different types of visions that these people have had, and the failures and the lapses. But this Captain Ibrahim Traore accuses Ivory Coast of hosting the destabilizer. Ivory Coast still has French military bases, and if you look at the proximity of these countries in Western Africa, France can easily use Ivory Coast as a base to go and attack and implement any types of civil unrest which they might deem unnecessary. And by the way, they have been trying to orchestrate coups in this country of Burkina Faso, which has failed over and over. I think there have been over 5 coups in an attempt to overthrow this government, because this government does not want to play ball to France. Now, the ties between these two countries have not been the same ever since, and although their defense ministers have had conversation and to start a new relationship relating to how Ivory Coast and ECOWAS, work with all of these countries in the AES. Now, referring to Ivory Coast in an interview, the president of Burkina Faso, Capt. Ibrahim Traore, he said that destabilizers are there and they are not hiding it. A while back, there was a video of a French military navy ship docking in Abidjan, and they do have their base there. And Captain Ibrahim Traore went forward to say that at some point, we have to stop being hypocrites. We have to tell the truth. So, which is why he came out and said Ivory Coast is hosting the Distabilizer. Now, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, France has orchestrated many civil unrest and many assassinations in Africa. And these assassinations usually were of those leaders that were not willing to play ball. I don't want to go into the details of the list of leaders in Africa that this country has assassinated just to maintain its hegemony amongst its colonies in Africa. But you can see that in recent years that has been changing, because a whole lot of countries have been waking up, and the AES country woke up and they kicked them out. They don't want anything to do with them. Now, mindful of the fact that Captain Ibrahim Traore has been in power, he came to power through a coup, but this man has been maintaining the vision, and he has been maintaining the dreams and aspirations of his people. He has been putting steps to create environment and create system that will benefit his people and not kiss ass to French authorities. Now, let me say this. They did have a conversation from the moment that Ibrahim Traore came into power, but Ibrahim Traore made it clear that he has no special contacts with the president of Ivory Coast, and that is because, unlike Ibrahim Traore, Ivory Coast is still kissing ass to France. And he said is that, he's looking at what Ivory Coast is going to do. But as far as he is concerned, the fact that Ivory Coast is still harboring French military forces, to him, he feels like Ivory Coast is not working for the benefit of his people. Now, I will leave it at that. I want to hear your own opinion. Do you think that Captain Ibrahim Traore is being over dramatic by stating that Ivory Coast is actually helping destabilizers? Now, I do understand that every sovereign country has the right to actually do whatever it wants to do. But in the grand scheme of things, Africa needs to liberate itself, and leaders like Captain Ibrahim Traore have come into that position to help liberate its people and the continent. That is my time. Do leave a comment, and I will see you in the next vlog. Stay blessed.